I welcome everyone to the very interesting channel. Why the Titanic can't be retrieved from the ocean and other interesting facts. On April 2, 1912, the Titanic underwent sea trials, during which the serviceability of all ship's equipment was checked. The tests lasted only a few hours. And according to some experts, this was clearly not enough. Anyway, the ship was declared seaworthy. More than 2,500 passengers could be accommodated on board. Titanic interiors are the height of luxury. The cabin of the first-class passengers and the upper decks were made in the Renaissance style. Fireplaces, silk tapestries, a chic four-poster bed. The interior of the public spaces resembled a classic English manor house rather than the side of a ship. The audience gathered accordingly. There were 57 millionaires among the passengers. Why does it make no sense to raise the Titanic to the surface? The remains of the legendary Titanic have been resting almost 4 kilometers deep for more than 100 years. Today, researchers still have a lot of questions. What caused the tragedy, and could it have been avoided? It would seem that the rise of the ship to the surface could shed light on one of the main disasters of the 20th century. But it is impossible to do this. If you start lifting the ship, its hull will not stand up and just fall apart. And there is practically nothing to lift. The ship is eaten by dozens of species of microorganisms, including particularly aggressive ones. Bacteria destroy metals, forming a rust buildup, which resembles stalactites in shape. Incredibly, some items on the Titanic have been preserved. In 2005, a room decorated with ceramic tiles was found among the ruins. It didn't just fall off the walls, but it didn't fade either. On the night of April 15, the Titanic collided with an iceberg and sank in the waters of the North Atlantic. More than 1,500 people were killed. About 700 survived. Among them are mostly first-class cabin passengers. On April 30, 1912, the Mackay Bennett ship arrived in Halifax with a sad cargo. On board were more than 200 dead on the Titanic. By the beginning of June of the same year, the last found corpse was lifted out of the water. In total, only 333 bodies were recovered from the crash site. The rest disappeared forever into the ocean abyss. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel, put a like, and squeeze the bell so as not to miss new stories.